Now I'm gonna make a slightly controversial claim about social proof. I'm gonna claim that you can convey social proof even when someone's never met you and there's nobody around. That sounds crazy, right? How can it be social in that case? There's no social media, there's no friends around. Well, your behaviors are what I call implied social proof. Okay, let's look at this. If you're speaking in a nice loud tone of voice, making good eye contact, and you're firm in your beliefs, what does that say about your past history? It says that the times when you've had good eye contact and asserted yourself, people have responded positively to that, because otherwise you probably wouldn't do it. Remember, most people aren't training and learning their social behaviors. Most people are learning by accident, right? Most people, if they stood up and put themselves out to be noticed and they got slapped down, they stopped putting themselves out to be noticed, right? So the fact that you can be assertive, it conveys a positive past history. If when you make a request of someone, you're asking for it in a very assured, assertive way and not begging, what does that convey? It conveys that when you've asked for things in the past, you've received a positive response. And so a lot of the things that we teach, like good body language, presentation, vocal tonality, the way you say things, the way you frame things, by doing that properly, what you're actually conveying, why is it attractive? Why is that an attractive quality? It's because it's conveying social proof when nobody's around. It's conveying that in the past, you've had these positive relationships. So that's another big way I want you to think about game. Whenever you learn a new game tactic, a lot of them, maybe even the majority of them, what you're really learning is how to imply social proof. So this is something I want you to have in your mind at all times. What is the social proof? What am I saying about myself by the way I'm conveying myself? And a lot of guys do the opposite of this. A lot of guys learn that game's all about being comfortable with yourself and self-amusing, and they start bringing up their least socially proofed qualities. They start saying things, they start talking about the times they've messed up in life, or they start being extra modest. And what they're actually doing is they're using that ability to convey their social status, by implication, and they're actually using it against themselves. And I see so many guys do this, and it's another way of leveling yourself. It's another way of holding yourself back, right? If you are being fun and interesting and funny, but you're coming from a low value frame and saying low value things about yourself, it'll work with some girls, but the highest caliber girls, it's not gonna work. So be very conscious about what is your implied social proof. What are you implying to the girl about your life through your actions, your tone of voice, and the words you use?